the interview, we will transcribe it and send it back to you so you can take a look at it.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So can I start recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it. Yes.
Could you please introduce yourself and characterize your role in the company?
Okay. First of all, I think the circular economy, just like the main topic, it hasn't been so much on the focus on the product level. I mean, it's definitely started at the company level, but on the component level, it's really like ongoing. So it's really like quite a new thing. So definitely. So as myself, I've been working at Bosch here in Tranås for the heat pump in 15 years now. Starting as a CAD designer, then like changing the ratios, having the industrial design responsibility as well for the heat pumps. And then in 2017, I joined this new DNA modular approach in that project. And like 3 years, the last years, I've been putting focus on the packaging. So I'm having the complete packaging responsibility for the heat pump business. So I don't know what else you want to know.
That's all fine.
Okay, good.
In your department or the division you were working for, could you please characterize its main activities and its supply chain structure?
You mean more for this
heat pump?
For the heat pumps?
Yeah.
Could you repeat the question? Because I was trying to reflect to that email that you sent us. I don't recognize this question.
Okay. So, we are just trying to get a background of your role and also the division you were part in. So my question is, in order to us to understand how the circular economy implementation or the concept is implemented, we would like to get this background of your role and the division you were working. So my question was, could you please characterize the main activities of your division or department and its supply chain structure?
Yes, for example, like 3 years ago, I was like looking to the new trends because I have like the background really interesting in the environmental topics. And just seeing like reading all the EU directives that I'm feeling that something soon is going to happen like 3 years ago. So I'm like starting already preparing our division that we need to make soon changes in our packaging philosophy. I cannot say so much about the product itself, but it's more the packaging that I take like a product. It's definitely we have the same values from the product itself. So it was like, okay, we need seeing the specific materials that's changing and so on, and that I get really a huge response or support from my manager that I can keep digging because it's also start to understand that there are going to be a lot of changes. And we see that circular economy like coming, and we have some ways prepared how we can go into this more environmental thinking and so on. But circular economy itself, I'm just thinking about this life cycle assessment. It's such huge stuff that you need to dig in. And it's definitely we just like on the first step to getting all these approaches, but we have ideas how we can adapt. For example, anyway, we have in the supply chain that's some of the suppliers that we using the containers that the stuff is coming and like is not sending empty, like it's reusing this philosophy. I'm not really into that, but there is like this one. Then we start looking also for the pallet reusability, taking that as well. That the next step also checking, but it's again we need to check about the life cycle assessment. If it's like local, how long we can make these different reusabilities. Then it's definitely also like seeing that we're trying to, I'm like having the most focus to phase out totally the EPS from the packaging. And it's like more material focused groups that is like trying to catch that one. Anyway, it's not like that I have free hands to do anything. we all the time need to think first about the legal, like the top that like Bosch having, that the legal requirements. Then we need to have like the customer focus as well, and as well the quality. It's real like need to get the balance, and as well seeing how much this look get, and as well looking into the
audio issue.
Yeah, there seems to be an audio issue. Can you hear us?
I can hear, but I have like in the background some really strange sound.
True.
Now it's better.
Yeah, that's true. Now it's
there
better.
Is no so. It was like car driving beside. I mean the the microphone. Yeah. So I mean that we need, and if I also see the mechanical characteristics adapt. We have issues replacing the plastic, for example, material. So it's a lot of investigation and adaptation are ongoing. And also like trying to see the complete overview. Even like with the transportation, we're seeing that, okay, we need to stack maybe some of the components that we can fill up the trucks, not having maybe 4 times a week for going forward and back, maybe minimizing as well. So it's a lot of things that we're looking. So exactly, yeah. So I don't know exactly if I answered the question, by the way.
Yeah, that's all fine. Another question. Could you please tell us a bit of this division size in number of employees and the annual turnover?
Then you think that I know that? This I need to investigate, and maybe I'm gonna. Yeah. I know that it's definitely like the 400. The heat pump, like I think the business is 400, maybe even increasing. I haven't even seen the latest. I mean, it's increasing quite a lot. But division is more the heat pump business that we're talking. It's maybe it's just the trans. I need to come back with these figures. Yeah. Maybe when Nuno is joining, so these questions we can get to him.
Okay, no worries.
Yes.
We will return the transcript to you so you can update the information.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Could you please tell us how is the circular economy concept introduced, and how do you work with it in your division?
It's more in our division. It's more the circular economy was like focused on the factory level. Mm-hmm. And I mean, in Sweden, we have like more the green energy and so on, so it doesn't need to be so much adaptation. I know that in Aveiro, they changed to the solars, putting the panels on the top and so on, and definitely like changing that for the electricity, like we buying the green electricity. In the division itself, like it's starting a little bit more information going with the DFE that we have Frederica on top, also introducing the coming changes, what gonna be, and now starting up the projects just specific for the circular economy. So that's the introductions are coming through these projects.
Okay.
So it's more people like involved. Right now it's like really trying to find the directions where to go. But anyway, what I see from the packaging point of view, that the market's sending requirements that you need to fulfill. So it's more also coming from the different markets that you need to fulfill. That packaging in this way needs to be 80% recycled, so on. So we need by ourselves also investigate and do that because the markets request it.
Okay. And besides this, what would be the motivation behind the adoption of the circular economy? What do you think?
Motivation that we make a planet more environmental friendly. Definitely, it's like we have just those, no doubts. Yeah, environmental is definitely like looking all this, minimizing the footprints and so on. So it's really a big impact.
Okay, and how about financial? Is there any financial motivation behind these decisions?